we're back. Another award-winning video. Family entertainment for all from Nice Boys Productions. Y'all ready for this? You can't see the 6 ball, which is blocking that pocket down there. And the 5 ball's kind of somewhere around this rail. That's about a foot out from this pocket. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, and 9. Not as easy as it appears. I don't know why I jumped ahead, but it did. The only real pocket for this 2 ball is right here inside, so we have to get down here by the 8. And at that point, we can just stop or draw back a little bit for the 3 and get on this 4. I played this 3 to the 4 wrong. I remember this now. This was shot back in either June or July 2017. And I get a little bit cocky and I'm a little bit too loose, and I can tell. Hell, I can tell just by the way I'm chalking this stick that I'm just in that I don't give a damn mood, which I don't recommend. But I do play well when I'm like this. Gets me in trouble sometimes with the gabbing, but my stroke seems to straighten out when I'm loose. I'm just like, I don't care. I do care. It's just that I'm in that kind of frame of mind where it's like, look, I've done this a million times and I'll do it 1,000,001 times, so let's just do it. So we have to draw back on this 1 behind the 9 and come back out all the way down to the 8 ball, probably hitting the 8 ball for a straight-in shot on the deuce. First straight-in shot on the 3, and then I'm going to show you where I butcher it on the 7, or on the 4, I mean. And I can see this ball. And this is just a little bit of a draw out to get straight in on the 3, although I wind up not getting straight in. I have an angle here. The correct way to play this is to come back off this rail and get behind this 4, or just rethink that 2 ball altogether and get a more extreme angle on this 3 and come back for a shot in the side on the 4, and we can roll down on the 5. So if we could have got a little below this 9 ball, right around here, to shoot this 4, to get down on this 5, that's the right way to do it. So a bit of a train wreck starts right here. There's an angle here. I have to go to the rail. No, I don't go to the rail. Sorry about that. Now, either way, I'm in a funky spot for the 4 ball. And I can't draw the cue ball back off this rail. I'm going to go too far because I have to shoot this a little bit too hard. We have to be careful to scratch if we draw it. The only legitimate way is to draw it behind this 8 ball and come off this rail. But that's actually really stupid because a lot can go wrong there. You're taking way big of a chance if you do that. So let's just avoid that. And believe it or not, I'm shooting this 4 ball in this corner down here. And of course we're not going to draw it. We would draw it right in the side, so we have to put top on it. But top what? If you were shooting a 3 rally, the best thing to do is to put top right on this ball to come off this rail here, this rail, and spin it that way to come back all the way down table. But we're not doing that. We could try to do that and just go 4 rails, 1, 2, 3, 4, and bounce back down here on this 5. But with a dead rail down here, that's not realistic. So we also don't want to send the cue ball in this direction off this rail because look at all the traffic down here. We don't want to hit any one of these balls, and we don't want to get behind anyone. So it's left-hand English. And this is going to send the cue ball off this rail, down to this rail. And the left-hand English, which is going to be spinning it clockwise, is going to kill the angle off this bottom rail and send it straight back up table. Not straight back up. There's still going to be a little bit of an angle to get back on this 5, but it's not going to be this extreme angle. Comprende? So right-hand English would send it off this rail to that rail and back up table. It's the worst spot where we can get to on this 5 ball. So instead of sending it this way, we're going to send it this way. And that's done with left-hand English to kill the cue ball off this bottom rail. It's crazy. But here I am going for it. Top left. 2 railer. And this is just a bounce off this rail for a shot on the 6 ball. But I didn't. I had that double pump stroke there. I didn't go far enough, which is always what happens when I shoot with that stroke. This one's a whole lot of left-hand English to send it off this rail and back up table for the 7 ball. I almost went a little too long, and I wound up with a very thin cut on this 7 ball. Another crazy shot coming up here. And the boys in the corner are talking about it, because how am I going to get from this 7 to this 8, which is over here hugging this rail? And the way I'm going to do it is with top right-hand English. And it's going to send it off this rail and send it that way, just like we talked about on that 4 ball. It's going to send it off this rail to an extreme angle behind this 9, and hopefully somewhere around straight in on this 8. Now, I almost missed this ball, and the reason is because I'm using so much right-hand English that's actually massing the ball. It's curving it like this. So I don't hit it as full as I want, and it winds up barely making it. Top right, a lot of touch on this, follow through, and bang. My mouse battery is very low. So instead of just bouncing off this rail and getting straight in for this 9 for this corner, I'm feeling stupid and cocky, and I draw it back. Tried to draw it back for a shot in the side and back down here, but didn't go far enough. Wound up with a bank, and by that time I'm just feeling too cocky and just get down and shoot the bank. Don't play like this. And they're laughing in the corner, and I'm going to give them I'm going to get the last laugh here and just pop it right in there. A lot of left-hand English on that bank to throw it back in the side. I made a lot of mistakes. Not proud of it. A little too cocky. Made some good shots, but it's not the way you play 9 ball. It's sloppy. It was sloppy. Peace, everybody. Thanks for watching. I don't know what I'm going to name this. You guys have any ideas? Shooting crazy. Crazy shooting. A little too loose. Don't get cocky. I don't know. We'll figure it out by the time we get it all through the editing process and the thumbnails and the the music and everything else, I'll come up with a perfect title. We'll figure it out. Peace. Thanks.